Cultural changes of language. Language can remake racial and cultural identity of a society. It changed through the needs of a speaker. For example, a businessman used the easiest word to market their products. For example, facsimile machine. Fax machine was called as facsimile machine when it was invented but day by day. To market the things with the customers easily, they use fax machine. Young generation people believes that pure and original language is always belong to the old era people. And generation by generation, new words are borrowed or invented from other languages too. Impact of cultural changes. ICT influence teenagers' the way of behaving and speaking. By modernizing new words, the usage of actual words are not applicable in communication and text. For example, OMG, ASAP, and also LOL. Those words are actually shortened to just use as text messages. OMG is a short word of oh my god, ASAP is a short word of as soon as possible. Then, by borrowing or adapting other language, words do make changes in language. For example, pasta and pizza, those two words are actually directly borrowed from the Italian word, which is not translated in English. Changes in languages is actually good. It is because it helps businessmen to market their products. Actually, it's better to have changes rather it disappear in future.
So now, I will continue about the cultural changes of architecture. Cultural changes of architecture is when humans are unable to adapt to their natural surroundings, so they create and arrange artificial environment in which they can exist. Throughout history, the types of architecture spaces have evolved several times. As a result, the quality of shapes, forms, and places established by architecture vary and are very amazing in different period and generations. So that we can see the impact of cultural changes on architecture can be seen when architectural arts such as common features of circles, square, cube, sphere shape, and four arch use and considered shapes and numbers consistent with characteristic of mathematics, geometry, and less tangible arts, and also the culture of this land.
Cultural changes in education and the impact. Okay, education. What is education? Education refers to the process of learning and acquiring information. Education can be divided into two main types, which is a formal learning through the institution such as schools and self-taught learning. The older generation wants only men get a chance to study. This is because women on the older generation, they believe that when they further their study, they are going to end up and being a housewife after all. That's why only men in the older generation get a chance to further their study even if they don't want it to. But with the emerge of the cultural changes, nowadays education is limitless. We can get the opportunities to learn everywhere because now the technology is advancing day by day. What is the impact of cultural changes in education? The impact of cultural changes in education has given a bright hope to the education. In the third world countries, many children are forced to abandon their dreams of becoming a teacher, a doctor, or even a lawyer, and get ready to wear a wedding dress. The opportunities to learn are given only to the male gender, even they don't have interest in learning it. But with the advancing of technology, everyone can get the opportunities to learn no matter where, because The presence of technology can help everyone to find the knowledge as easy as their fingertips. That means that they can easily go through the internet and search whatever they want to and learn from it.
Cultural changes of art. Communication technology have changed art in our society. ICT have accelerated consumption in art market as internet technologies facilitate global operations and new business models reinforce and complement the established art ecosystem. Art institutions increasingly embrace new media for the display, promotion and conservation of their collections, aiming to create a unique experience for their visitors. Artists engage with social media as cultural branding intensifies in the digital age, while experimenting with new media gives rise to art forms that push the boundaries of contemporary art and museum collection. Impact of cultural changes on art. The art changes had impact the way society market their products. Information technologies have intensified the globalization of art as local galleries sell the work of local artists abroad or connect the work of local artists with foreign collectors. International contemporary art nowadays transcends urban and national boundaries. Immediacy in communication accelerates in creation of a global contemporary art market that integrates many local art markets in the form of one unified and interconnected field of contemporary art which cross national boundaries.
Hello everyone, my name is Ain Hazikah binti Abdul Rashid and my number matron is 286886. Music can be as imperative in open ceremonies as wedding as a way of communicating culture and its conversation. In ancient times, the music was only heard on the radio and could only be heard when a DJ played a song. MP3 players allow you to administer hundreds or thousands of songs on one inconvenient drive. However, with the development of technology nowadays, with a few clicks, you'll be able to explore through a volume of music collections while on the go. You can also find it through social media because the artists nowadays updated their songs there. Impacts of cultural changes on music. It's easier for the artists to make money. They will viral their song through social media by doing a challenge on TikTok. Some people use the music as a motivation to keep living on, even they fed up with their life. It is a common situation for students to be stressed. It may be because of their assignments or learning through online. They will listen to the music to ease their mind. In conclusion, the culture of today's society has changed a lot in line with the development of ICT. This development has already influenced our culture, including language, architecture, education, art, and music. Changes in language can be seen through the speech style of today's society, especially among adolescents. They prefer to invent new ways to look more modern. Other than that, the changes in architecture are that the structure of one's building more systematic or precise, as they believe that it need to be like that based on study. Changes in education can be seen through the openness of for each gender to further learning. Today's artwork use a lot of technology that can further improve the quality of the work. While in the music part, changes can be seen is that the music become more easier to access to people and music connect to each other almost in all of the occasion.